Hola, ¿cómo estás? Okay, welcome to Daily Gooder. Happy Tuesday. Um, y'all know when the energy gets wacky, OG gets out the way. I don't be giving a fuck about none of that. I got to get out the way. And I love the controversy on TikTok right now because it's explaining exactly what I've been saying. Watch what you say. Watch what you say. Queer season, it's going to be the facts, the truth. We don't have time for that, and people are gonna speak it. We don't have time to be, researching and just having our files full of information. No, baby, we need to know exactly what was said, when it was said, who said it, and how was it done. It's not a controversy happening right now. I love it. And that's exactly why I stay up out the way, and that's why I reposted some of them TikToks that I did back in Pisces season because they're relevant now. That one TikTok when I was like, when I did the jaws on like, why are they so pressed about you? Me watching people contradict themselves. It's a lot of people contradicting themselves. And I told you any type of miscommunication, misinterpretation, anything that was comes from a contradiction. Me and my homegirl was just talking about this today about like, like people we used to be friends with or whatever and then come back around. I said, she was like, but I understand people are people, me too. But one thing about it is if there's some type of confusion between why you and somebody don't fuck with each other no more, because there is secret animosity. And one thing about me is I don't deal well with secret animosity because if you can do that once, you'll do it again. You'll do it again. You will do it again. And she was like, she could feel the energy was off, but you never really know what's going on, people. Once you feel the energy is off with somebody, let that shit go. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's a girl that I manifested last week. She my homie. And I had seen her on my TikTok for a minute. And at first I was like, damn, not my TikTok, my Twitter. I was like, damn, maybe she blocked me. Then something said, well, no, she wouldn't block me. You know what I'm saying? She probably got her own shit going on. Thank you for confirmation. She probably got her own shit going on. So let me not even take it no type of way. You know what I'm saying? I let it go. Then literally a couple days later, she followed me and I went to her page. Come to find out, her page was suspended. But just that processing of emotions to not allow things to take personal was a serious thing. So then was this other girl I used to be cool with. She knows who I am and what I do for my job or whatever. And she basically asked me about her relationship. And I told her the truth. And she stopped fucking with me after that. Like, bitch, how you gonna act weird because you asked me and I told you the truth? And you just want to stay in that situation to prove me wrong. Like, baby, do your thing. I'm not mad because, like, that's secret animosity. I told my homegirl if she was to hit me up today to be like, oh, hey, girl, what's up? Girl, get the hell on. I don't play like that. And I think that's what's happening. That's what's happening. People have secret animosity and they're trying to make way energetically and physically. I don't like that. The thing with Keith Lee and Miss Jillian, she said that the video wasn't about Keith. Okay. Okay. Not saying that it wasn't. I mean it was, but bitch, it was hard to miss that it wasn't. And then as he came out with the receipts, now I'm not apologizing. It wasn't about him. I mean, we all perceive things different, but I mean, we heard what you said. You see what I'm saying? People have to pay attention to what people are saying. What did you say? You know what I realize is this is going to be an energy where a lot of people throw the rock and hide their hand based off the things that they've said. So they try to be like, like I'm telling you, it's that king and queen of swords in reverse where they try to throw off the communication. Like that's not what happened. So you like people don't, you know what I'm saying? People don't get snapped. Like if you snap at them, they be like, I don't even know why they snapped at me. What did you do? Like, that's the biggest thing I'm about to start asking people when they come to me about shit. What did you do? What did you do? Because see, Mercury is in let me get my astrological calendar out here because this all adds up to some things that I have said in the past, and I was rewatching an old video that I did last year that it's a total reflection of what's happening now. And one of my soul cousins, I had sent this to her, whatever, and she was like, matter of fact, post that shit February 1st. Now, it's interesting that she said to post it February 1st because that's when I did the video. But I think what's even more interesting is the fact that I wasn't even thinking about it yesterday. But I tweeted and I was like, let's do Aquarius Fairy News on February 1st. Okay? So, OG, why do you say these things? Because, sweetheart, Venus will be entering Pisces in 2 days. Now, let me go ahead and give some advice about 2 days. About Pisces 2 days. When I had put, it's supposed that I was like, and I knew it was fake. I knew it. I started doing my research. start doing your research about things when it comes to resources, when it comes to um resource, when it comes to relationship, just anything that has to do with expansion. Because I'm trying to tell you, Pisces is also Jupiter, ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. So where you're visualizing how you see expansion, make sure you're doing your research. Because I'm telling you, a lot of shit's gonna be fake. It's gonna be fake. It's fake. Girl on Twitter, this man posted his girlfriend talking about, but you was just trying to fly me out. Cause this wasn't that, sweetheart. I'm telling y'all that this ain't that thing is really coming up. Because I'm telling you, it was fake. You know, for the rest of the month of January, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because I kept hearing this TikTok, I'm up to no good. You know, every time I go missing in my own little world, I always feel like it's because I'm cooking up some shit. I do. I'm always cooking up some shit because it gives me time to withdraw to talk to the Lord. And I think right now we need to be closer to God than ever. Than ever. Than ever. Than ever. Than ever. Than ever. To stay out the mix. I'm telling y'all, the wind fire thing, now I'm seeing. Because Pisces season will be about Sagittarius energy of the fire. And it's funny because today the sun is illuminating on things on Jupiter and Aries right now. So since Jupiter is ruled by Sagittarius and Pisces, right? But it's in Aries right now. This is illuminating all the impulsive speaking, the impulsive actions, a lot of impulsive energy. This is illuminating that. It says this optimistic aspect gives a day of windfall as we are working towards suddenly, but as what we are working for suddenly becomes easier. This is a great day to start new projects, expand your social circle, take a risk, or you can call to work out today, right? Why do I say that? Is because moving the energy within you, whether, however you're doing it to express yourself. Y'all, it's so cold. Why my hands dry? Hold on. I know I can't deal with that. 1 second. Trying to move your energy right now is a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Because, for one, let's just be honest. People can't keep up. People can't keep up. They can't keep up. People can't keep up right now. They can't keep up right now. People can't keep up right now. And you know what I realize is a lot of people are realizing that they're in the a lot of people are realizing that they're in the trash. And trash day is coming. But I think they haven't realized that they've been in the trash can all week. I feel that energy wholeheartedly. I think a lot of people have not realized they've been in the trash can all week, even energetically with themselves. And the people that know that trash day's coming, I just feel like there's things that's trying to crawl out the trash. And they don't want it to. People trying to crawl out the trash. Trash day's coming. You know, I told y'all people having realizations of like, is that Sarah? Was she always that smart? Was she always that pretty? But energetically, they're having to pick themselves off the floor, and it's hard for them. It's hard for a lot of people right now. It's hard for them to pick themselves off the floor because of the fact that the energy is flowing. I told y'all people got comfortable in retrograde. People can't keep up. The energy is moving too fast for people right now. You say one thing one day, the next day your whole life fucking changed because you done fucked up. That's why I say you got to move strategically right now. Cause boy, one false move, I break you down. It was 919 on the clock. Let's see what that means. Oh, hold on. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Huh? 919 is new beginnings, fresh starts, and deeper connections. Personal development and growth. I just keep hearing that TikTok, I'm up to no good. I'm up to no good. I'm up to no good. You know why? Because there's this thing of secrecy for Pisces season. Same thing with Venus being in Pisces. Let's touch on that real quick. A lot of eloping will happen, a lot of silent business deals, just a lot of secret things will happen. I'm telling you, they'll tell you after. It makes me think of Keith Lee. Keith Lee did that whole thing with Mr. Big, and he didn't say nothing to after about what was going on. He kept saying God is good. That's all he kept saying was God is good. This week has been crazy, and then he gave a recap of the entire week of what happened. That's what's about to happen in the world. The road, the blockages in the pathway of the roads is being cleared, and that like it's being cleared every day. Every day something happens, something good happens. Every day somebody has some type of epiphany. Right now, a lot of y'all need to get your mind and get your head in the game. We have 89 days. 89 days. 89. And bitch, time is an illusion, but bitch, we got 89 days. And now we have what, 88? No, 86. 86 days. 86 days for you to keep going. You know, I don't mean to be like, I don't mean to be, I'm saying harsh or nothing, but some of the words that y'all have spoken over yourself, how you talk about yourself, it's starting to show. We see exactly why you said what you said about yourself. Like whatever you ever said about yourself, like you just be like, oh my God, I need to stop saying that. Oh, we see it now. So I said, you could say anything after I am, and you decide to say the shit that you say, we are starting to see it clear as day. Clear as day. When I tell y'all, I've been making mental notes about everything in the world, and I just been sitting there like, you know what? Yeah, it's cool. Like when I take my energy right now, so it's cool. Because in the time of a subconscious mind, people's subconscious mind is showing on the front page, it's front screen. And I just feel like if your subconscious is a reflection of, to your reality, who am I to judge? Like that has really been my motto lately. Because I'm telling you, one thing you got to pay attention to is how people are speaking right now. Listen to the words that they say. They Xing themselves out right now. People are Xing themselves out right now. Lord have mercy, how they Xing themselves out. And my thing about it is, I don't care. That's one thing I always tell the Lord to keep the energy and the weight off me. Keep it off me. And y'all need to start praying to God about that. Start praying to God about keeping energy off you. Keep it off you. Because a lot of y'all got energy on you right now. You need to be praying for it to be released because it shows. Today in the pattern says, today you will feel especially tuned in with people. You may find yourself gravitating towards art. This is incredible days to draw an inspiration from your surroundings. If you've been in creative rut recently, this transit can help you get re-inspired. There's an influence encouraging you and others around you to connect with your creativity. The intention is to help you filter out the mental clutter and make space for you to think more clearly. The blockages, if you've been having issues with business or creating for business, any type of projects, you better get ready. Remember, I don't know if y'all remember me saying this, but I said that if you were like a spiritual practitioner, not everybody's spiritual practitioner, but I said spiritual practitioners, like small business owners, whatever you was doing, there was this energy where all the money had been shifted to those that were in power at that time. In order for us to continue to be on the path of wealth and longevity, we have to learn how to handle it. It's not about the what, it's about the how, okay? And trying to figure out how to handle it is a mental thing. It's a spiritual thing. So therefore, if it's a mental and a spiritual thing, and those that were in power were not looking at it from a mental and spiritual thing, therefore we all had to learn that. I'm telling you, all last year was for everybody to be prepared to how to deal with things. That's why I said in my last video, nobody was down bad. You got to be prepared to handle that shit or you'll fuck it up. Cardi B just said on the TikTok, she said, a lot of y'all be in my comments asking me, why do I care about how high groceries are? A lot of y'all you showing that you wouldn't be able to handle wealth. You have to be able to learn how to handle wealth and handle money longevity. That's why I say a lot of you are selfish. You just want to experience the luxury. Your kids gonna be poor. Let's call a spade a spade. Your kids are gonna be poor. I mean, I'm not laughing at you, but why are you so selfish? Why do you only do that in the sense of, to show out around somebody. You do. You think wealth was created overnight? See, a lot of us didn't come from money. We might have came from some partially stable homes, this and that. And I didn't come from a wealthy home, old money, but I didn't come from, we were okay. There were times where we, were a little down bad, but we were okay. Never homeless, you know what I'm saying? Never had to worry about none of that, you know what I'm saying? Never that. But in the sense of how to actually create wealth where money isn't a problem, I never really saw that. I never really saw that. It seemed like one person was able to help everybody. So therefore, just like, well, how did that one person get it to help everybody? And we talking about everybody from like a couple generations. So therefore, what didn't y'all learn from that person? See what I'm saying? And that's the energy that I feel of. This is now longevity type of energy. This is the energy where you invest in friendships, businessships, relationships that are based off longevity. I don't really care to deal with people at this time because of the fact of, people can clutter your subconscious mind subconsciously. Okay? And when you are trying to build longevity, you have to have a very clear mind so you don't make it harder than what it has to be, harder than it has to be. Okay? And with this Venus and Pisces transit happening, God is trying to say, please don't make things harder than they have to be. Okay? Pisces is the goddess. Okay? She likes the luxury. She's not the top of the tops, but she's been around the way for a minute. So she's one of those like laid back, cool, wise, understanding, loving people that make sure she always looks good, always looks loving. This is a time to where, you need to go get your appointments, honey. Okay, you need to care about how people treat you, honey. You need to care about how people, not how they view you, but how do you want to be viewed in the world? That's what everybody needs to focus on. And I'm going to give you from the 26th to the 4th of February to get your shit in line. I need the baddest heifers on the floor. If Aquarius season is about Leo energy, I need the baddest heifers on the floor. One thing about me, when I go to a strip club, because strippers are fantasies, Pisces energy, strippers are fantasies to me. If your toes are not done, your hair is not done, you don't smell good, your costume's right, your toes are hanging off your shoes, if you know what I'm saying, you're not dancing up to beat, your makeup looks a mess, you will not get $1 from me. If you don't get out on that stage and show out, I mean the baddest heifer on that floor, you will not get a person to dance for me. You could be the thickest, finest bitch on the motherfucking pole. Bitch, if you ain't really hitting on shit, I do not want to throw money at you. I will put my money right back in my purse. That's how this energy is going with Jupiter. Jupiter is in Aries, but since we're in this Pisces energy, she's watching to see of wisdom. Most house moms are old strippers, so they got all these hacks. I just seen a video on TikTok where this house mom said, when they feet get uncomfortable, how she cut up a pad. You see all these tricks and these ways to help benefit you, to make it easier on you. That's how this energy is. Right now, we're in this where the universe is a house mom to a fantasy. And I don't want to say strippers, but it's a house mom to a fantasy. The universe is acting as a house mom to the fantasy. The house mom makes sure that you have outfits, you have this, which you give money to the house mom. You got to pay your house mom out too. That's what the universe is saying. You got to pay to play. And since Jupiter's in Aries, I don't know if it was Aries reading or what, but I remember I said about how you got to pay the cost to be the boss. And that was a song by James Brown. I paid the cost to be the boss. That energy is coming up. So as these blockages are being revealed, I'm trying to tell y'all, pay attention to connections and relationships. One thing about it is I don't do bad business. And another thing is I don't deal well with dumbass customers and clients. I don't need your money. I don't have to deal with you. I be meaning that from the bottom of my heart. I would refund the shit out of anybody. I don't give a fuck. I don't have to deal with you. If I feel you coming off rude, you with some weird type of energy type shit, you know what I'm saying? I promise you, I will refund you the fuck out your money. Or I will never sell to you ever again. I'm one of the people, I will block the shit out of you. You will never book with me again. You will never, ever. A lot of y'all need to understand that. A lot of these deals that's coming, a lot of these clients that's coming, because I'm telling you, they need guidance right now. People need it. So if you're a spiritual practitioner and you service that, keep your boundaries right. That's one thing I don't play about. If I don't like your energy, and some people be like, oh, maybe you're thinking about it too soon. I'd be like, something don't feel right about that, and I'd be 100% on beat. Then the person be like, oh no, I didn't mean that. Nah, it's cool. It's cool. Because what you showed me the first time is exactly what I needed to see, and I don't play like that because money is an exchange of energy. I'm not playing with you people. I'm not playing with you people. And y'all shouldn't play with people because the energy is being redirected to those that know how to handle the energy. If you haven't been dating, all of a sudden you're going to have a whole bunch of offers. Better learn how to filter through. Learn how to filter through. Word to the wise. Learn how to filter through. That's my energy right now. That's why I said let people cross themselves out. Filter through. Oh, and it flipped reverse. You better learn how to filter through. Hear it out. What God said, and I'm here to help. And I'm here to help. Deal what he trying to keep you away from. He trying to keep you away from people that inside, this how they look. Whether you know it or not. Told you. King of Pentacles, again. We keep getting this stability. It says sometimes perfectionism or your own inner critic can block your ability to create. This is a good time to write down what has been, thank you, what has been on your mind, which can help you let go of what is holding you back. The key takeaway says during this transit, you may become more aware of exciting creative ideas that you can actively execute. Strategic. How can I channel the question you might want to ask yourself is, how can I channel my imagination in my daily commitments? This gives me, how can I create the visions that I see on a daily basis? You know, I think that's going to be one of my affirmations. I create my desires on a daily basis. Damn, my notebook over there. Let me write that down to myself. I create my desires on a daily basis. All right, now back to the astrological calendar. Okay, so the word that's standing out to me right now is wit. The definition of wit is clever. You know, rabbits in movies are always clever and they're very knowledgeable. The definition of wit says mental sharpness and inventiveness, keen intelligence, a natural aptitude for using words and ideas in a quick and inventive way to create humor. Clever. I told you I need to get out here and flirt. The sun's doing something with Mars at the end of the month. Then Mercury's doing something with Uranus back again. This exciting transit can help us bring fresh ideas into our finances, careers, and even how we use technology. Don't be afraid to try something new. Rebrand. All right, so the asteroid Sirius goes retrograde in Libra. Now, this is what I want y'all to pay attention to when I told you about these groups of people, okay? Since it's going retrograde, it says getting a major case of the winter blues as asteroid Cyrus begins to its retrograde in Libra. We may all experience disharmony in the most personal relationships as we try to find balance between we and me. Okay. Now I talked about this before, but this is what I said about allowing God to filter the people that they look like this, because they gonna bring you into a we situation when that's a them situation. Jesus Christ. Watch out now. Watch out now. They're going to bring you into a we situation when it is a them situation, because this is what they should be doing. From 3 source to 4 source to the full, this is what they should be focusing on to re-level up their heart, bring their heart together, okay? You see, all 3 of these pictures, it's one person in each picture, okay? This is not a us problem. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things I keep trying to tell people. This is not a us issue. We don't have an issue. You have an issue. And if you have the issue, you need to figure it out. Okay? Because the sun is also going to be illuminating on Uranus. So anything that you're trying to do from a third eye perspective, God is going to literally highlight steps in order for you to, how can I explain it? In order for you to release old ways of things. He wants to release old ways of things. I like how the King of Pentacles is here, because there's a lot going on with Uranus and Taurus. There's a lot going on with there's a lot going on with Uranus and Taurus. And Mercury's still in Capricorn. So there is this where there's air and there's fire energy right now, and partially of the water energy. The heavier dynamic that I feel is earth element. Okay. In order for you to not sink deep in water, you need to be able to float. Okay. In order for you not to be too high in the air, you have to know how to bring yourself down. The earth element is a big element right now that I feel. And it has to do with the masculine energy of how confident you remain in this fluctuation of energy that you'll be going through. Like, I know y'all like to do that quad pay and all that for shit paying and shit like that, but I hear God keep saying, if you don't have the full amount, don't do it. And if you have the full amount, just pay it. Stop trying to do shit. Look. That's again, both of them on the map. His eyes are open, hers are closed. If you don't have it, don't do it. If you do, just do it. Because she is bringing things in to release old beliefs. She's working on the new beliefs. He's trying to release old beliefs. Thank you. Okay. One thing that I want y'all to avoid people that like to go back and forth. Right now, just if you feel like they're combative, the Lord says there's this energy of people being very combative. A lot of people are they're naked in this new energy. So I told y'all, when people are naked, they feel vulnerable, they're irritated, they're very annoyed. One of the Bible verses that I've been reading a lot lately. Now I just turn right to it. Oh, I know that's God right there. It says, peace I leave with you. My own peace I now give and bequeath to you. Bequeatheth to you. Not as the world gives, do I give to you. Do not let your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid. Stop allowing yourself to be agitated and disturbed. Do not permit yourself to be fearful and intimidated and cowardly and unsettled. John 14:27. Y'all need to say that one, because when I tell y'all, people going to be in an uproar for no reason because of the fact of their own personal issues. And one thing about it is, I don't like to get caught in people bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Emotionally, you going through shit. You can go through that shit by your fucking self. And it's not trying to be insensitive, but like, I think a lot of us are going to have to you're going to have to understand when people are needing support, and when they're trying to, when they want support and when they need support. Their needed support comes from the Lord. Their wanted support comes from you. That's a difference. People that want support, they'll it's a different type of exchange of energy. People that need support, the Lord will give it to them. You need support or you want support. Both nines. Two of Wands, a decision that has to be made. And look at that, the King of Wands. Look at all the masculine energy. The energy of, look at the masculine energy, having emotional maturity and also having confidence. And it's something about that exchange energetically. Need and wants are going to be a big thing. Also, pay attention to, like, if you feel sometimes, y'all need to go get them like little shots or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Immunity shots, healthy joints and bones and energy. Just go get those. Go get those. Go get those and start taking them. And make sure you're drinking lots of water. Okay? If you start to feel like a little bit of sickness, you need to get on that real fast. One of my biggest things is, and you don't have to do it like I do it, but one of the biggest things is, if I ever feel sick, one thing I will do is I will go get me a Power Alka-Seltzer orange flavor, citrus flavor, and go to sleep. It'll help you. You'll feel a little groggy after if you don't get enough rest though, but it's okay. So all this energy is trying to prepare us for the full moon in Leo. It says, as the moon becomes full, our egos are on a full display today as we open our hearts to love, glamour, and a little bit of drama to heat up a cold night. I'm trying to tell y'all, pay attention to people that are combative. When Vista goes into, I want y'all to go ahead and get all y'all appointments and get back to your normal state. Okay, I didn't say natural, bitch. I said normal. Your natural state is not your normal state. When you are hair done, nails done, when you look spiffy, bitch, that's your normal state. Okay. Let's try to get these done before the full moon. Because I feel like the way the energy is activating after that, it's like, yeah, you on the floor, you on the floor, you on the floor, you on the floor. If you don't meet certain standards from a house mom, they won't let you go. They won't let you go out there. Look at the Queen of Wands. They won't let you go out there. Yeah. There's a shift of energy with the star. It's bringing this brings me to, you need to be prepared for where you're about to go. Like I said about the interviews, you wouldn't go to the interview with an Adidas suit. Look at your Venus and where you have Taurus in your chart. And Pisces. That's death, rebirth again. Scorpio energy. That's twice. And the number 8. I'm up to no good because this is why I'm trying to tell y'all, when people go through rebirth, they're very agitated. Their skin, they feel very vulnerable. We're coming out of a very uncomfortable time. Look at the past. Thank you. We're coming out of a very uncomfortable time. Climate, transit, change. You see how it's curled up, very vulnerable. We're coming out of that, people. And this is going to show who got their wings and who is still a caterpillar. Okay, that brings people to be very combative, very angry, very agitated. When people feel like you didn't choose them, activate again. When people feel like you didn't, Neptune, Pisces, like I said, the visionary. When people realize that you are not a part of, they are not a part of the process, they get agitated, they get irritated. One thing about it is, if I no longer feel like I resonate with you, one thing about me is I will let you the fuck go. I do not care. I'm real good about that. Like if I don't feel like we resonate anymore, like I will just, because for one, I feel like you shouldn't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? It's because I don't really want your energy around me anymore. And it's nothing's wrong with you. But I realize so many people have abandonment issues, okay, that like when they don't feel accepted by somebody that they want to be accepted by, it causes them to have a little bit of like a uproar in the inside of like, well, why not? And this, and that's why I kept a lot of people around me that I had no business keep around me, because having to explain why I don't fuck with you no more was very harsh to me, because I don't know how to, like, it's not that I don't know how. I have a hard time sometimes softening up my answer, because I just be wanting to bluntly tell people like, I just don't want to talk to you. Or like, you just, I don't know, we just don't resonate. And I'm learning how to articulate what I truly feel so people understand. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's clearly something about you that I don't want around me. So therefore it's like, why do you take it personal? I feel like that's where this combativeness is coming from, because people are taking people's personal decisions very personal. They're taking it personal. And yeah, people always say like, oh, well, ghosting people and all that stuff. I just feel like sometimes people know what they did, and I'm not going to be one to tell them that they did it, because then that makes me agitated, because now I feel like you're trying to emotionally manipulate me to like how I feel is not accurate. Like, bitch, I don't feel this way about Sarah and Susie, so if I feel this way about you, it's clearly for a reason. Even if you don't want to accept the reason why I don't want to fuck with you no more, you'll figure it out later. And since right now that Scorpio energy, a lot of y'all intuition is at an all-time high. So since your intuition is at an all-time high, how about you start learning from it instead of having to fuck around and find out? That's one thing that I know y'all for a fact, y'all don't care to do that. Y'all want to fuck around and find out so fucking bad about things. Well, damn, I have this weird feeling about them. So one thing about this, once I pick, that's why I've been on some real like, because it's just like, what am I, you don't need to put on the show for me, baby. Be who you are and accept who you are. You know what I'm saying? But just because just because a person accepts you for who you are, does not mean they have to fuck with you. And that's what I'm telling you. That's where a lot of the, that's where a lot of the issues are gonna come. People, when people ego bruised, they really be like, what I'm saying, like you ever seen like people that fall out and one person just go around and just start telling all the business, like as if everybody gonna fucking be, what I'm saying, like as if we gonna rump with the person that was out here telling the business. Bitch, we see wholeheartedly you cannot be trusted. And people that fall for the people that go around telling people business after them two people are not friends, they normally find out afterwards like, oh my God, like it's them, not them. Exactly. That's what's coming out now. It's them, not them. That's what's happening right now. There's a lot of epiphanies. I love how the vision 26-8. I love how activate 8. All this happened after Scorpio did this rebirth to how uncomfortable it is in the South Node being in Scorpio. It was all hidden. It was all hidden who actually was the right one, who was the Aries act, like I said about being direct. It was all hidden. Look at this Aries energy after this, because Jupiter's in Aries, and I'm telling you, it's doing something. But it was all hidden of who actually was the problem. Retrograde. It's in reverse. It was all hidden. I'm telling you, it was all hidden. We are going to see who the real villains are. They've been in an illusion 89 days. We gonna see it. When I tell y'all, Aquarius season secrets are gonna be out with facts. It makes me think of Love Don't Cost a Thing. How he got too cute for his britches, and she outed him, and he thought that everybody was gonna side with him, and everybody was like, nobody kicking it with your dumb ass. Like, so you want to act funny now? I'm telling y'all, that's how the energy is going. So therefore, this is when you need to be focusing on how do you envision things. You need to be focused on asking God to guide you to deal with your exposure. Thank you, Spirit. excuse me, how to deal with your exposure. How do I deal with my exposure? A lot of y'all absence are becoming very loud to people. The alliance, again, people, community, who you rock with. Hello? Who you rock with? Abundance. It's like the second reading in a row that we get abundance. You know what? Since we're in this season, I want to know what priestess of light we working with. Okay. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Tenderness, true love, and compassion. River of blessing, releasing constraints. God help me. Look at the harvest. God help me to deal with my exposure. That's too many. We've come too far to let it all in. I told you over and over again. I hear that something in my heart. Grateful optimism, joyous view of the future, friends, support, fun, unity, play, and angelic assistance. 656. Six five six means 656 means the massive changes on the cards for you, especially where love, wealth, and destiny are concerned. 656 gives you a chance to reinvent yourself and finally go out that life you so desperately wanted to create. Visionary. Literally. It's a windfall. Redirection of energy is the most powerful thing that you can open yourself up to receive. Meaning that you have to make sure your filter is clean. All right, grateful optimism. Not the third eye. The priestess of the cranes looks joyously upon the world. Light radiates from her crown, from her brow chakra, projecting thoughts of great hope and optimism. Her heart center vibrates with feelings and grace and appreciation. Something in my heart. Her hands are held in a mudra, a prayerful position at her third chakra. Wait, is that the solar plexus? Stop it. Where life force energy is generated. This card calls you to reignite your enthusiasm for your life, to look around and find bright sparks of present joy and kindle the flames of future of hope. One cane faces left, which is the past, while the other, looking right, faces the future. This is a reminder that your appreciation for the present is extraordinarily connected to your optimism for the future and to the dreams and desires you will achieve. After all, it is difficult to manifest happy results from ongoing dissatisfaction. Okay. Their energetic link between gratitude, optimism, and manifestation is an undeniable force. The gratitude reference in this card is not the same as card 50, which encourage. Wait, what's card 50? Card 50 is sacred gratitude. Okay. Which encourages a profound recognition of your very value. This appreciation is more lighthearted and a blissful sighting of all the little experiences that bring joy to your life. Once you frame more happy perceptions of the past and the present, you can look to the future with equally joyous expectations. Your grateful optimism will project such vibrant visions of visionary again. of the future that the universe will be compelled to respond. Subconscious mind, keeping that filter clean. So therefore, when all this energy of people, you know what I'm saying, making mental note and allowing you to just be, That's why I'm not putting emphasis on a lot of things when it comes to clients, when it comes to my business right now. Like, I'm letting it flow. If it don't flow, I'm not going to deal with it. It's okay. Because one thing about it, two things for sure, is a river that don't flow is a river that don't produce, and I'm not dealing with shit that don't produce right now. Okay, so lift your perceptions, elevating your outlook on the wings of the white cane. Feel the joy and optimism expanding your being, rippling outward into the skies of unlimited potential. We keep getting unlimited. Okay, windfall. You will soon find the great luck of crane energy bring you all the prosperity, grace, and good health about you have chosen to be optimistic about. I recognize and appreciate all the little joys that I have been blessed with. I look to the future with happy expectations. Subconscious mind. It makes me think what I said about this. She's working on the new. He's working on the present. That wasn't even the one I was going to read. That's crazy. River of blessings. The priestess of purification holds out a bowl of blessed water overflowing in your direction. Overflowing in your direction? Come on now. The all-seeing jaguar brings his power of creation into your life, heralding a significant positive change in your circumstances. You may be experiencing a time of challenges such as financial constraints, perhaps living check to check, or going deep into debt. Your restrictions, however, may be more of an emotional nature. Perhaps you've been lonely, missing romantic, familiar, and friendly love. Even a lack of joy from ongoing tediousness of life could be a great limitation for you. But whether these restrictions have been long lasting or recent, this card reveals a new powerful force flowing to your life, breaking through even severe limitations of the past. Your difficulties may have been very hard to bear, but this has been a time of profound purification for you. The priestess is blessing your rebirth after suffering, giving you the jaguar's ability to view experiences with a sharp-eyed clarity, a release of attachment that brings the promise of achievement. Whatever limitation you have endured, a beneficial solution is coming your way. So rest assured that the old issues will be resolved. As you go through your day, bless yourself with clear intention. See any restrictions as merely a part of your passage for purification to personal progress. That progression where it keeps coming up. What did I say in the last video? If it falls through, jump over. That's all that means. Just as the jaguar has a unique visual acuity, your own inner visions are coming into sharp focus, ready to become an even greater reality. In fact, this river of blessings will carry you far beyond anything you have yet to imagine. It says, I release attachment and restriction. I am blessed and purified, ready to receive everything, expanding value flowing into my life. That's why they gotta be here. Everything has to align, sweetie. The subconscious mind is your reality. These are friends, spirit guides, ancestors, people. I told you it's unity. Angelic assistance. This is why they all have to go together. Thank you. If the opportunity ain't fit, God's taking it out of there. He's taking it out of there. If the job ain't fit, God's taking it out of there. Don't trip. Don't trip. Angelic assistance. They trying to make sure that. Ooh, shit fell out again. Number 8. If it don't fit, they taking it out of there. If it don't align with that, they taking it out of there. That one, honestly, you gotta let things flow. Timing is everything right now. Timing is everything. Sacred breath and sound, life force communication, and clarity. And you know what? This card keep being on the bottom of the deck. Deep emotions, unknown feelings, past life influences. Timing is everything right now. Oh, my ears ringing. Sacred breath and the sacredness of the communication between animals and person. The other day, wait, no, yesterday I had came from the grocery store, and I had came from the grocery store, and it was all these birds behind the house. I mean, they was loud. Like, I've never heard birds be that loud. And so, I went outside and I heard the birds, and I just kept, I went to the pond, which, I walked to the pond or whatever, because, being around water, you release and you can also receive. And so as soon as I walked outside, all the birds had like flew in that direction. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to go. I'm going to go to that direction, and I'm going to just sit there and I'm going to talk to God, see what God has. Because it's a message. I'm telling you, birds are messengers right now, but just pay attention to any animals. Another thing is a ladybug found me. That was kind of strange, but I didn't argue. Okay. Look at that. Calm the waters. Get in front of water. Okay. In showers, baths, but something about getting in front of a body of water will really help you. So as I'm walking, the birds are loud. I mean, they are loud. Like they're so from the house to I got to the corner, whatever. It was more birds over there. They were so loud. I finally got to the pond. I sat at the pond. I was talking to God, and God was talking to me. He was giving me my details, my instructions, my Bible verses. He was just we were just having a conversation. So then I was like, all right, well, it's getting cold. I'm finna go outside. So as I'm outside, the wind was so heavy. Like every time I would say something, or every time I would get to a certain point of our conversation, the wind would start picking up real heavy. So I'm like, all right, I'm finna go in this cold. So as I'm walking back, why I don't hear no birds? I don't hear not one bird. I don't hear not one bird. Pay attention to the animals that y'all see, because they're holding messages. They're holding big messages. Big messages. Big messages. And if you don't have no motherland leaf, get you some motherland leaf. Oh, y'all know what I'm trying to say. But, all right, let's close this out with an animal. What's that TikTok? The monster's gone and your daddy's there. That's God. Look at the hawk, the messenger, the birds. That's abundance again. That is abundance again. We got this card the other day. Sacred buffalo. Clock me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the ways. Teach me the ways of gratitude and prayer. $2:20 on the clock. Let's see what 2:20 means. 2:20 says, relates to divine timing. I told you, everything's a timing thing right now. Don't trip. Personal choice. This is my card about visionary. As you have the abundance, and as you also have the information coming in as messages, what is that rebirth for? Literally the third or fourth time? Come on. If you already have the abundance and you also have the direction, what animal would you choose to be? Adventure. The whale. It says, dare to do things differently, sing a wild song. And this came out too earlier. The dolphin play. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. There is this website called Skyscanner. Y'all should look it up about traveling, because I do feel like a lot of y'all gonna be traveling like real soon. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where the fuck you going. Community. I don't know where the fuck you going, but you going places, and basically what I can see is, bees have to go out to the flowers to procreate with the pollen. I don't know. And it makes me also think of how like hummingbirds have to migrate, like that migration word, you know what I'm saying? Some of them migrate and they can procreate during that time and they come out with more. Look at this action. Now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. That's the second confirmation of confidence. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. This is crazy. You're quick in wit. The second thing of wit and keen senses will lead you to success. Wait a minute. Where did I see the word wit? And it's 222 on the clock. Where did I see the word wit? The monster's gone and your daddy's there. I don't know why I keep hearing that song. It's because of the Lunar New Year, and that's where the rabbit. Look for like if you're gonna do something and make everything a trip, even if it's in your same city. Like go to a museum, go to this, go to that. But some of y'all, it's actually the plane thing because that's part of a quantum leap. Look for trips after the full moon. Look for trips after the full moon. And you know that was all right about the time I told y'all that Mercury is going into Aquarius, so that'd actually be helpful. Yeah, look for trips after the full moon. Yeah. Anything else? Oh, anything else? The mystic, the polar bear again. I love, and the wolf pathfinder. I love how we keep getting the same card. So that makes me know that the energy is building up momentum in that way. You know, I have been hearing this song Sesame Street, and now I feel like I can share it with y'all. Because I've never actually known the words of Sesame Street until I looked it up the other day. The lyrics to Sesame Street says, sunny day, sweeping the clouds away. On my way to where the air is sweet. Can you tell me how to get to to Sesame Street? Come and play. Everything's a-okay. Friendly neighbors there. That's where we meet. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? It's a magic carpet ride. Every door will open wide to happy people like you. Happy people like what a beautiful sunny day, sweeping the clouds away. On my way to where the air is sweet. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? That's what I said. That's trips. And I love how it says the air is sweet. And it says friendly neighbors are there. Community. All right, y'all. That's it. That's all I had to tell y'all. The Raven, the Shaman. And look at this. That's double confirmation of intuition. Your intuition is at an all-time high. You are the creator and magician. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and guide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. Like a thief in the night. I'm up to no good. All right, y'all. That's it. That's all I had to say. Just watch for that energy because it's happening. You know? And, you know, another thing, I call a spade, but one thing about it is we're going to always catch motherfuckers in the lie. Because, you know, down the road of a lie, there's a long list of the lies. Especially when you lie on somebody. Just remember that. There's a long list of lies. And this makes me think of in Pisces season when I said that, or no, maybe it was Pisces. No, what season was it? Was it Leo season or was it Cancer season? I don't know. I remember I had this analogy about how I think it was Cancer season, about how that game telephone, and the game of telephone, it basically is, at the end of the game, it's like the last person says everything that they can remember. So then basically during the game, like at the end of the game, they debrief and they figure, okay, so what were you told? So then they find out so you find out from the original person what the message was. And then as you go through the people in the middle of the telephone, you find out who fucked up the message, who didn't hear it the right way. That's what's about to happen. So, I told y'all, watch what you say. Watch what you say. Watch what you say. You don't need to be, everybody needs to be in this. All the burdens need to be out. You need to be focusing on this and this. Open yourself up to an energy. Look, 9 of Cups. Open yours and look at the sun peeking out. You need to be open up to that, because the Emperor. Don't. One thing about 2 things for sure. I'm out the way. Okay? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know. Gossiping keeps you from getting to the bag. Gossiping closes your mental clarity, because now one thing, when I can feel that there's some gossip going on, I be like, oh, I don't know about that. And I just go about my day. I don't know about that. Your vibration is lowered when you gossip. I don't like that. Now, I say a lot of people, the things that they said about themselves is reflecting in the world. And I'm just going, you know what I'm saying? I just be going about my day. I'm up to no good. I just keep hearing that in my head. I'm up to no good. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know nothing about that. It's 111 things I gotta do in this world right now, and gossiping ain't one of them. All right, let's get a Bible verse. Favor. You have granted me life and favor. Your providence has preserved my spirit. Job 10:12. All right, y'all. Toodles.